Pendragon, yes, there was once a king worthy of that name. That king was Arthur. It is the paramount disgrace of this evil generation that the name of that great king is no longer spoken aloud except in derision. He was the fairest flower of our race, Cymru's most noble son, lord of the summer realm, Pendragon of Britain. He wore God's favor like a purple robe. Hear then, if you will, the tale of a true king. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Hemvar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Stephen R. Lawhead's Arthur. Arthur is a 1985 novel by Stephen R. Lawhead, and his book 3 in the Pendragon Cycle was originally actually the last book. Was not supposed to be. This publisher said we're going to publish 3, but there are several more after it now. Like the first 2 books, this one is divided into 3 parts, which are called books. This time, the first is Peleus, the second is Bedwyr, and the third is Aneurin. These are each the focus of these sections, right? These characters particularly, and as they interact with Arthur. Peleus is the son of Balin, king of Lyonesse. His account begins with a sword and a stone. It's been 15 years since the end of Merlin. Uther has been dead, and the Saxons have turned their eyes to Britain once more. Definitely not written in an approachable way for starting here. I would say you would definitely need to read the previous books, even though this is the first one about Arthur, and the other ones are just really prequels to the Arthurian story. We finally head to Brittany in this one and meet Ban, Bors, Elaine, Nimue, Malagant, and see the Broceliande forest and enchantment there. It is Arthur's story, though, so we get much of that. That is not all of this story, though, as there is another book for Arthur, I guess. We do have Excalibur as well, present in this one, as I guess is kind of implied by the beginning of the book. Bedwyr, Prince of Reged, also has his part. He starts his with an account of meeting Arthur. They're childhood friends, but Bedwyr is actually about 5 years his senior. This leads to meeting with Aela and Acta, the Saxons, also with Lot and Gualchme. We also have Guinevere, who shows up. Guinevere here actually is, her name is Brittonic. It is not Gaelic at all. Actually, very particularly, it is a Brittonic version of the name. It would be, if she was Irish, for example, which is what she is here, it doesn't make much sense. The Irish version of the name would be something like Finalbair, or something like that. Also, Mercians are a later label, so it also doesn't really make sense here. It's a little bit of an anachronism, but just also like the label Brett Walda is used really loosely in this case, considering it's given to someone with no territory, and Britain doesn't really make any sense. But overall, I appreciate the nuance, as there are more than Saxons. There are Scotti and Angli and Frisians, Atticati, Picts. Baden also comes into play, though not really where I'd place it. This is definitely my least favorite of the first 3 books. While enjoyable, the moments that really stick out are fewer than the first 2 books had. There's just a lot more battle going on this time. And while they're fine, they're a bit tedious, just like many of the battles are in other Arthurian stuff, like romances such as Le Morte d'Arthur. The battles kind of weigh it down, because they're not that entertaining to listen to. It was neat to have Aneurin's story, though, as it is set some years after that of Part 2. His character is instantly combined with another historical figure, which was an interesting choice. I won't spoil that, but Aneurin is a historical figure, just like this other historical figure he's combined with. Aneurin is known for writing poems that relate to the Arthurian myth. Also, it was interesting to call the hill folk Ban She, when I think she would just suffice. Again, that just shows the lack of linguistic understanding I think that Lawhead has. It's not a big deal. Most readers aren't even going to notice, so they're not going to care. Ban means woman, by the way, so calling something a Ban She means just a fairy woman. Banshee is where the word banshee comes from. But anyways, I do like how Camelot is handled, and even Carlisle made the head of the court. It does feel a little rushed at the end there, as we do pretty much get the end of Arthur's tale here. It's just really compact, and there is more, obviously, right? As this seems like this was a rush to like, oh, I have to end it here type of thing, but then we end up getting 2 more books about Arthur, so you already kind of know how it's going to end because of this book, and then the other books just kind of insert a bunch of stuff in the middle, so which kind of makes it a messy I'm not sure that was Lawhead's fault, but anyway, still overall an okay book. Really not bad at all.